Let's talk about the next realm, the next threshold, how to win with money if you're making an annual income, your household income is $150,000. Because objectively, $150,000 on paper seems like that should be a very good living. Life is likely at this income comfortable. You're no longer trying to stretch to pay the bills. You're no longer wondering if you're going to be able to make ends meet. But still, there are some things to think about when it comes to making this kind of income.
Well, and this is a good income, but I will tell you some unique things that I've seen. Like there was even an article last week from the New York Post talking about somebody who made $230,000 and they said they can't do it.
They can't even
feed a family of four. The American dream's dead. You know, when I see that type of stuff, it is one of those things where I think you have to kind of really put the mirror to yourself and say, am I living in the right part of the country? Am I making the right decisions for my life to the best version? Because it's not necessarily an income problem. It's more of what's the focus and what's the desire and what's the goal or the outcome that you're seeking.
And what I think is wonderful about this level of income is it does provide a mechanism for being able to save. I mean, if you live in a high cost of living area, but you make this kind of income, I would argue that there are tricks that you can employ to get your expenses down so that you can save. Because what's beautiful at this level of income, if you can start saving 25% of your gross income, it's amazing what it can do for you. If you don't believe us, go to our resource page, go to moneyguy.com/resources, and we have this free resource that says, how much can 25% do for you? How much will you be able to replace at different savings rates and different ages? What I think is great is when you go download this deliverable, if you just find the 25% savings rate, you can see that even down into the mid-30s, into the 40s, this is going to be able to replace a majority, greater than 50% of your pre-retirement income if you can get serious about it. So if you're someone who's making this level of income, there's a really good chance that like the social safety net of Social Security will not replace as much of your income as it might other folks. There's a good chance you might not have pensions available to you. So the onus and responsibility for saving is going to fall on you. So at these income levels, it's no longer an option of should I be saving? You must be saving. And the earlier you can get to 25%, the more likely you're going to set yourself up for long-term success.
Well, I think also once you reach this level of income, if you do, you're probably getting the point of, where am I in this process? Am I behind the curve? Am I ahead of the curve? Am I right where I'm supposed to be? And I think a lot of people out there don't really know where they are with this curve thing. And yet you're at the point where you say, I don't know that I quite need a financial advisor just yet. And that's why we've tried to create tools and resources. All throughout the show today, we've loaded you up with completely free resources at moneyguy.com/resources. But we've also tried to think about what are the tools that are going to catch somebody at the beginning of the journey all the way through the abundance cycle when they've gotten so complex that they're ready to hire a financial advisor. The middle section is that part where we've tried to help you, and that's where we have a tool called Know Your Number. If you are one of those people that's curious, where am I at in this process? We have a tool as well as a course. If you go to learn.moneyguy.com, the Know Your Number is not only going to give you a great tool with a dashboard, but it's also going to give you some exercises so you can try to start figure out, what do you value? What do you enjoy doing? Where are you trying to build to? It's all built into this tool and course so you can hopefully navigate this well. And of course, you always have the option, you can take the relationship to the next level, but I want to make sure that we give you all the tools on the front end. So while you're focusing on building up assets before you need a financial advisor, you can maximize and accelerate that journey.